guys, so today is my first day of competition prep and I just want to show you real quick what I'm going to be having for breakfast. That's 5 egg whites, which is like 230 grams or something. A little flatbread that I split in half with some natural peanut butter, turkey bacon, coffee with some sugar-free creamer, and then every morning I have multivitamins and my fish oils. So yeah, I'm going to get into more things later, but I actually need to study right now because I have an exam coming up. Okay, so in here I have pickles because I love them, mustard, about 5 ounces of chicken, 130 grams of jasmine rice, and some broccoli. I'm going to be eating this later, but in between classes, so I won't be able to film. It is a detour bar. I just bought a bunch of them at Sam's. I typically eat Quest bars and Combat bars, but these were on sale. So yeah, that whole box down there, it's pretty intense. Yeah, so it's the lower sugar peanut butter. The macros on it are 7 fat, 17 carb, and 15 protein for a total of 170 calories. Okay, so I'm about to eat my dinner and I'll show you what that is. 5 ounces of sweet potato and then a salad with some cod, and I didn't hit the amount of cod I needed for the protein I need for this meal, so I had to throw an egg white on there, and then some dressing and some salsa. I basically don't really switch up the type of dinner I have every night just because I like this and it's easy to make, and I'll probably be eating things very similar to this throughout this prep. Okay guys, so I just kind of wanted to go over the layout for this prep. I'm going to be doing a carb cycling approach. I have 2 high carb days, 2 low carb days, one of them being today, and then 3 moderate days, if I can make 3 sound. I'm kind of nervous for my high carb days because it's like 350 grams of carbs and I only have 30 fats, so that means that a lot of my carb sources are going to be ones that are very filling, and I really don't like being too full all the time. So it's going to be interesting, but I'm sure I'll be fine. I'm just really excited to see how my body reacts to everything. Also, for most of this prep, as long as I can, I'm going to be using a flexible dieting approach, meaning that my coach will give me carbs, fats, and proteins to hit every day, and I will decide what foods I'm going to eat. If I want to fit an Oreo, and I can do that. And then maybe towards the end, whenever it gets harder, whenever I get more tired, I am just going to stick to a solid meal plan that either I'll make or he'll make. We'll figure that out then. There are benefits to both certain plans, either a flexible dieting plan or a meal plan, just kind of depending who you are. Like whenever I first did my competition prep, I didn't know how to count macros, so it was a really good thing that I had a meal plan, because if he would have just given me macros, I would have been completely lost. And towards the end, it kind of takes some of the stress off because you're not thinking like, oh, how do I fit this in? How do I fit this in? You're just told what to eat and it makes it a little better. Actually, my best friend created a video comparing a flexible dieting approach and a meal plan approach, and I will link it down below. Her name is Emily, so yeah, watch that video. Okay, then some mini kind of feelsy time. Yes, I'm sitting on my bed because it's a cloud and I'm tired and it's been a long day. So onto a more feelsy part of prep. So I am a very faithful person. I don't really show my emotions, but I do have a lot of them. And things that are really important to me is my faith. And during competition prep, you get so raw. You are just on minimal food towards the end. You basically don't have much fat on you. So you're just raw, exposed. You are doing cardio, like an hour of cardio on like no calories, and it is very challenging, but the strength, or at least where I get my strength, is from God. Like I don't know. I just like, whenever you get to that point, that really raw point, like how, if you're on maybe 1,200 calories, I have no idea what I'm going to get to. I'm just throwing out that number. And like coffee can only do so much. Whenever you get to that point, I remember my first prep, I was at maybe 1,100 calories. That wasn't including vegetables. And I would be on my way to do an hour of cardio at the gym, and I would be dancing in the car so excited. And what was getting me through was that God was giving me all of my strength, all of his strength, and it's just incredible. And that's what I'm really going to use to propel me through this prep, and I'm super excited. And one of the things I'm actually going to be doing is, I mentioned this earlier, but I didn't really have time to talk about it because I've just had a crazy day. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. I had to read that. So basically this is gonna be my prayers and prep journal that every day, not every day, just deciding, just like when I can. I'll write the date, my morning weight, if applicable that day, if I weigh myself that day. I don't weigh myself every day because that just gets a little crazy for me. And I'm just gonna basically talk about my thoughts, my day, and if anything spiritual really happened. And it's just gonna kind of keep me on track. And I did actually write a few things before I started, just to kind of keep my mind in check. I just kind of like wanted to give myself thoughts so I can look back at it and know what's really important during this and why I'm doing it. Basically just to stay true to myself the whole time. Obviously I'm going to want to impress the judges, but it's really all about me just improving myself and doing everything that I can to be the best person I can and doing it for myself. Just trusting God and asking him for the strength all the time, not just when I need it, but all the time, because it's gonna get pretty difficult, I'm sure. And just to love my body at every stage, because I've been fearfully and wonderfully made, if I could say it correctly. God sees me as perfect, and in every stage during this prep, he's always going to see me as perfect, no matter if I am not as lean as I should be, if I'm too lean, whatever. It's part of the process, and I'm going to trust the process, trust God, trust my coach, and just know that everything will be better. And this is also a pretty weird thought, but whenever I am in long car rides from home to school, which is about 2 hours for me, I tend to get, like, I just think about a lot of stuff, and I tend to talk to myself because I like to talk, so I just talk to myself. It's really weird. Don't judge me. This was a couple weeks ago, actually. I was on my way up, and I told my brother this because I was just on my way home, and I had to stop him and get something from him, and I told him because he had his national tournament that following weekend, and I just wanted to share my insight and maybe if it'd help him. So I don't know if it did. I mean, he pretty much killed it, so I'm just gonna take credit for him winning, you know. But basically my whole motto throughout this whole prep, as cliche and cheesy as it may sound, is fearless. So basically my thoughts on all of this was that the worst thing in any situation that can happen is you die. And when you die, and this is so weird, I'm sorry, I'm bizarre. Okay. Sorry, it's very hard to take myself seriously right now because now I'm just thinking about this thought, and it's really weird, but okay, I'm gonna continue. Anyway, ultimately, whenever you die, you go to heaven and you're with God. So I was just like, you know what? Whenever I die, I'm just gonna be with God. That's the worst thing that can happen. It's a pretty good thing to happen. So, basically whatever happens this whole time, as long as I put my 110% into this, and I just know that at the end of it, I did everything that I could. It doesn't matter if I fall on stage. It doesn't matter if I'm not as lean as I wanted to be. It doesn't matter if my tan sucks, my makeup sucks, whatever, if my suit falls off. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But there's things that are so much worse in this life that could happen, and the fact that I am going on this journey and I have the opportunities and the family and the support that I have to pursue a competition prep, like, what do I have to fear? Like, I don't know. Like, it doesn't matter what the judges think of me. My goal at the end of this is to look the best that I ever had and look how I want to look. And if I'm doing it all through God, doing it all 110%, then I have nothing to fear, because I know that I need to be satisfied with what I did. And that's why I told my brother this, because he has done everything right. He has eaten like so perfectly since he was like 5 years old. He trains so hard. He is the most motivated kid I know. And basically I just want to tell him, like, whatever you do, whatever place you get, it's like you did everything you could. Then you should have no regrets. Everything should be okay. And then he got first place, so it kind of worked out. I'm just gonna take credit. So that's the end of my little spiel. I have one meal left, and I will show you that when it's time to eat it. Okay, so for my last meal, I am going to be having protein ice cream, or protein soft serve. It's more soft serve. It looks like this. The consistency is pretty soft servy, and I have my Oreo because I am fitting one Oreo in every day for as long as I can, and then that's some like whipped peanut butter or whatever. So yeah, that is my last meal. So if you guys enjoyed my video, please hit the thumbs up button down below and subscribe to my channel. And I'm going to be putting out videos all throughout my prep with progress updates, all that fun stuff, letting you guys know how I'm doing. If you have any questions on competition prep, you're interested in competing, questions on cutting, everything that's fun and dandy and wonderful, just comment down below and I'll answer, or just text me or something if you know me, because you probably do. I don't know, maybe not. Okay, bye.